get your warm up off to the side or submitted or whatever. I want to go through the worksheet. Put your phones away, etc. If you haven't submitted yet, just submit like when I'm done. That's fine. Are you guys ready to rock on the new worksheet here?
Oh, we're ready to rock.
I know you are. I was talking to these jokers here in front of you. Landon, you ready, man?
They're ready to rock.
Okay. Alright. So y equals mx plus b. I'm sure you saw this last year. The number in front of the x, which is just labeled as m, is your slope. And the number that's just chilling off to the side, like it doesn't have an x next to it, it's kind of the loner, is your y-intercepts. So I want to go through what those mean, and you have to do, kind of show me those on every one. So, the first one, your slope is the number in front of the x, which is -2, but slopes have to be a fraction. So what number would I put on the bottom? I put a 1. Our y-intercept is the number that's chilling out there, but I need you to write it as a point. So what that means is the y value of the point is -1. That's what the equation tells you, that part there. And then the x value is 0. So when you go to graph this, you start at the y-intercept, and then you do the slope. So 0, -1 is right there. And this kind of gets, it can get confusing because when I'm graphing a point, again, I'm going left or right first and then up or down. But now when I talk about the slope, I'm going to go up or down first and then left or right, so it like flips. So the slope is where you get in the elevator. The number on top is like your elevator number. Elevators go up and down. So what is that -2 telling me to do? Telling me to go down 2. Don't put a dot yet. And then what's the bottom telling me to do? Why is it right? This is positive, good. So that's just down 2, right 1. There's your 2 dots. If you want to do it again to get another dot, knock your socks off. That sounded like I was 100 years old. I shouldn't say that ever again. Is that okay for 1? Number 2 could be a little confusing because there's not really a number written in front of the x, but if there's not one there, what do we know is really there? It's a 1. So it's the number in front of the x, not the x, just the number in front. And then the slope has to be a fraction, so what goes in the bottom?
0.
A 1. It's always a 1 on the bottom. And then your y-intercept is -1, but I want you to write it as 0, -1. You see where I'm getting those from? Then we just graph it. So our y-intercept is 0, -1, so put that boy on there to start. And then remember your top one's your elevator, so this means up 1. The bottom number is how much you run, that's positive, so we go right. So like from this dot, we're just going to go up 1 over 1, put a dot. Up 1 over 1, put a dot. You can do as many as you want. And then connect. I'm going to do 3 and 4 also, then let you guys do the rest. Well, maybe I should do different ones. Hold on. Let's look at 8. Go to 8, please.
Alright.
You insist. So this one, I don't know, just might look a little different. The slope is the number in front of the x, which is what? -4/3. It's -4/3. Remember, the negative sign can go in any spot you want. You can put it in front in general, you can put it on top, you can put it on the bottom. I think it is by far the easiest to put it on the top. So I just wrote, that's the same slope. I just was like, I don't want the negative sign out in front, because then I'm not really sure if you want me to put it on top or the bottom. I'm putting it on top. I'm gonna do that every time. The y-intercept is the number that's chilling out here by itself. What's the only number that could like really be there, but we didn't have to write it? It's a 0. So if I add 0, like it wouldn't change anything, right? So this is really like plus 0 when there's not a number out there. So for your y-intercepts, that's a 0 because of the equation, and then this number is a 0 just every time. So that's your y-intercept, is this one here. So if I go to graph it, I start at my y-intercept, which is 0, 0, so I'm just right at the origin. And then I look at my slope, so that top number is negative. Where does that tell me to go? I know it's, did you say negative tells me negative? So that tells me to go down 4, and then right 3. Connect those, and there's your line. Yeah. Can I what? You want me to look at 4? Oh, we got a little issue at 4, don't we? Yeah, we got 4's got a little problem. What's the slope, CJ? Tadas, what's the y-intercept? Am I saying it wrong? What? Tadas, what's the y-intercept? 0, 4. I'm sorry. No, don't do that. So I start at 4. What's the problem? I'm running out of graph, right? I'm supposed to go up 8 over 3, which would be like up here somewhere, so you can't really do it. So just like write those down, and you can't really graph it.
Alright. Oh, yeah.
Be like up there somewhere.
Computers.
You talking to me, buddy? Are there any other ones that look like, hey, this one looks weird, what do I do?
Nope.
Are we good?
Oh, we're good.
Give me a thumbs up, down. Give me thumbs, only like 5 of you were